Hello everyone, welcome back to Speed. In this video, we'll be seeing assignment model or Hungarian method in the operations research. So in this video, we'll be solving problems of type both minimization and maximization. In the previous video, we have solved the problems related to sequencing. If you have not watched them, please do check on them. So if you have not subscribed to our channel, please do subscribe and support us. So let us begin with the today's problems. What is assignment model? So let us discuss that with the example. So in general, it is a linear programming model where we assign source to an exact single target in such a way to maximize profit or to minimize the cost of production. So it is also known as a Hungarian method. So basically what we are doing here is we'll be assigning particular task to a particular person or a machine in such a way that the overall efficiency is achieved. So let us see this small example. So there are three jobs A, B and C, three machines X, Y and Z. All the jobs can be processed on all the machines. The time required for processing job on a machine is given below in the form of a matrix. That is the table which is shown here. Make an allocation to minimize the total processing time. So here we can see that all the jobs can be processed on all the machines. So here we need to allocate jobs in such a way that the overall efficiency is achieved. So such that if A assigned to X, then we need to assign B to Y and C to Z. We cannot assign all the three to one machine because they have to wait. So there are different possibilities, like if we assign A to X, B to Y and C to Z. So let us see that. So let me consider that I will assign to X and B I will assign to Y and C I will assign to Z. So the time will be A to X time will be 11, so that is, you need to see this box, and B and Y the time is 13. So let me, okay, so 13, and C to Z is 12. So 12. So the total time is 11, 13, 24, 24, 12, 36. So this is we just randomly assigned. So what if there is a assignment or allocation which will give us the least processing time, which is less than this? So here we can directly since this is a small matrix, we can try by doing different combination of assignment like this. So here we can see that we have assigned A to X, B to Y and then C to Z, so we have 36. Then assigning A to X, B to Z, C to Y, we got 43. Similarly we have the different way of assignments. So similarly we got the different total cost. So there is a difference. This shouldn't be rupees, this should be total cost, I guess. So sorry, this is the total time. So here this is the not the cost, this is the total processing time. Time required for processing the job on a machine is given below. So since they are given the time, so this should be total time. So here we can say we have different times, so time should be least. So the least time is this one. So the final allocation is A will go for X, B will go for Y and C will go for Z. So this is the final assignment. So here this was a very simple. So let us now see into the actual. So here, since there is only 3x3 matrix, this can be done by trying like this, different assignments. But what if there is more than 4x4 or 5x5? So for that we need to have some particular procedure. So that procedure is what we call Hungarian method or Hungarian method, whatever you can call it. So let us start with the actual problem. So So let us look into the problem. 5 jobs are to be assigned to 5 machines. So 5 jobs, 5 machines, and to minimize the total time required. So it is a type of minimization. Total time required to process the jobs on the machine. The times in hours for processing each job on each machine are given in the matrix. So this is the matrix and these are in hours. By using assignment algorithm, make assignment for minimizing the time of processing. So again they have mentioned exactly that what we need to do. It is a minimizing operation. The time of processing. Sorry, it is a minimizing the time of the processing. So this is the matrix we have. This is the jobs, and horizontal it is the missions. So note that this is here in this we are solving the type of minimization. Maximization I have explained at the end of this video. So let us start solving the minimization problem. So in order to solve the problems of minimization, we need to follow certain steps so that we reach the point of assignment, where we assign particular job to a respective machine. So step 1 is deduct the smallest element in the row. So how we are doing it? So what we'll be doing is we'll be selecting the smallest element in the row. So here A is a row. Which is the smallest element? 2. So what we need to do is we need to subtract this 2 from all other elements, so that at least one of the columns will become 0. So let us do that. So smallest element there is 2. So if we minus 2 from 2, it is 0. Then from 4 it is 2, 3, 1. Then 5. If we 5 minus 2 is 3. 5 minus 2 is 3. 4 minus 2 is 2. So in the second column B, minimum number is 4. So minimum is 4 itself. So 7 minus 4, 3. 4 minus 4, 0. 6 minus 4, 2. 8 minus 4, 4. And then 4 minus 4 is again 0. Third row, minimum is again 2. 2 minus 2, 0. 9 minus 2, 7. 8 minus 2, 6. 10 minus 2, 8. 4 minus 2 is 2. Next row, minimum is 4. So 4, 2, 4, 2, 8, 3, 0. 4, 2, 8, 3, 0. And in the last row it is 2. So 0, 6, 3, 6, and again 6. So this is the table which we get after doing the deduction after deducting the smallest element in the row. So in the next we need to perform the deduction of smallest element in the column on the same table. So let me just copy this table to the next slide. So I have copied the table which is after the row reduction. So now we need to do the same with the column. So here in the first column the least is 0, so we can just copy the same column. 0, 3, 0, 4, 0. In second also 0 is there, so copy the same. 2, 0, 7, 2, 6. In third we have 1, so least is 1, so we need to reduce that 1 from all the columns. So 0, 1, this will become 5, and then we have 8 minus 1 7, 3 minus 1 2. Next we have in this minimum is 3, so 0, 4 minus 3 1, 8 minus 3 5, then 3 minus 3 is 0, 6 minus 3 is 3. Last we have 0, so we can copy the same 2 0 2 0 6. So this is the table which we have after the column reduction, or you can simply say that deducting the smallest element in the column. Once we have the both row and column reduced table, next we need to go for the step 3. So in step 3 we need to draw a minimum number of horizontal and vertical lines to cover all the zeros. So let us draw them. So here we can see that if we draw horizontal line, we can cover 3 zeros, 1, and then if we cover, if we do this, we can cover this, so 2. So let us cover, so 1 line, and then 2, so 3 and 4. So let us have that capital N equals to number of lines, and small n equals to size of matrix. So for this to be the final assignment, we should have number of lines equals to size of the matrix, but here we n is less than the size of matrix. So here I have given that if the number of lines drawn equals to matrix size, then we need to go for the step 4, else we need to go for the step 3. So since here the number of lines is not equals to the size of the matrix, we'll be going into step 3. So let us see what will be there in the step 3. So in step 3a, we need to modify the table such a way that when we draw the horizontal or vertical lines, we'll get the same number of lines as that of the size of the matrix. So let us see how we are going to create the modified table. So first we need to find the smallest element among the uncovered elements. So here we can see that smallest element among the uncovered will be 2. So let us smallest element, right here, let me write here only, equals to 2. Then deduct this element from other uncovered elements, and then add the deducted element at the horizontal and vertical intersections. So let me just deduct this element from the uncovered elements. So uncovered element is in this one, 7. So remember that all other elements we need to write the same. So let me just write these elements like what they are. So 2 0 0 2, and then second we have intersection, so 0 1 1 0. Third also we can write 0. Here we have intersection, so don't write. Now write 2 7 0 0, and here we can write 0. So now what we need to do is we need to deduct this element from other uncovered elements. So here we have the uncovered element, so 7 minus 2 we need to do, so this will become 5. So 5 minus 2 3, again 5 minus 2 3, 2 minus 2 0. Next here it will be 6 minus 2, which is 4, 2 minus 2 0, 3 minus 2 1, 6 minus 2 4. So these are the cross sections, and here we need to add them. So here we need to do -2 and here we need to do +2. So I will just remove them or else you will be confused. Just remember, at the cross sections we need to add, and at the other uncovered elements we need to remove them. So 0 plus 2 will be 2, 3 plus 2 will become 5, and here it is 0, so 4 plus 2 will become 6. Now again we need to draw the lines, which is we need to repeat the step 3. So the minimum number of lines we need to draw. So let me just cover this one, 3. So we remove the one column, then we can draw this line, so which will cover 2 zeros, and this line can also cover 2 zeros, and again even if we do like this, or like if we do like this in vertical or horizontal also, we need to draw 3 lines itself. So 1, 2 and 3. So here we have number of lines drawn equals to 5 and the size, matrix size is equals to 5. Hence we can proceed to step 4. Now we have the final assignment. So we are in the step 4. In the step 4, start assignment by first considering the rows having single zeros. So if we see here, we don't have any row which has a single zero. So 1 0, so we'll just go for the column. So if we don't have any row with a single zero, we need to check for the row with the single zero, sorry, column with a single zero. So here we can see that we have a column with a single zero. So just box it and remove all the, so if there is no row with the single zero, then go for the column with a single zero. If a zero is selected as per the previous step, then strike out all the zeros in that row. So we have selected this, so we need to strike out this one. So next we need to check for the row with the row or column with the single zero. So we can see that we don't have any row with a column or with row or column with a single zero. So what we can do is we can just select any one and we can go with the flow. So if we do like this, there will be an alternative, but at the end both will give the same solution. So let me select this one. So when I selected this one, I need to cross out this one and this one. So now check a row or column with the single zero. So we have a column with the single zero. So I select this one and I'll cross out this one. Now we have this one. Select this and cross out this. So and finally we have this one. So we have the assignments. All the zeros are crossed out. So the assignment will be A. Job A will go for mission X. Job B will go for mission W. Job C will go for mission Z, and job D will go for mission Y, and similarly E will go for mission V. So this is the final assignment. So here we have completed this problem. In this problem only this much was asked, so that it was asked that assign the jobs to a machine such a way that there is a least processing time. So this is what we had to do. So this was of minimization type. So what we have done, let us look into it. So initially we'll get a problem like this. We need to find which type of problem it is. So here it is a minimization type. Then in the second step we need to deduct the smallest element in the row. So we are doing it by removing the identifying the smallest element in the row. So let me write the steps here. 1, identify the smallest element in the row and subtract that from other elements in the same row. So same thing we have done here. In the first row 2 is the minimum, so we have removed 2 from all other elements. So 2, 1, 3 and 2. Similarly, we have selected the least from other rows and we have done the same operation. Once we are done with this, we get a row matrix or row deducted matrix. So let us just consider this as a row matrix just for our remembering purpose. So in the next slide, what you have done is we have done the same thing but in the column. So here the source table will be the table from here. The source table will be our row matrix which we obtained in the previous step. So here also identify minimum in column, and second one subtract that from other elements in the same column. So we have done the same. So in the first column we have 0, so if you subtract 0 from any other number it will be same, so same we have to write. Second also we have 0, so copy the same, but in third we don't have 0, so the minimum is 1, so we'll be subtracting 1 from all other elements, so it will become 0, 2 minus 1 1, 6 minus 1 5, 8 minus 1 7, 3 minus 1 3, sorry 2. Then in third also we don't have 0, so we need to find the minimum, so which is 3. 3 minus 3 0, 4 minus 3 1, 8 minus 3 5, 3 minus 3 0, 6 minus 3 3. So in the final we have 0, so we'll write the same. So once we have done both row matrix and column reduction, sorry, row reduction, column reduction, so here we have the table, so we can call this as a final table. We can call this final table for hashing or strikes. This is also in lame terms just to remember. So in the next step what you have done is we need to draw a minimum number of horizontal or vertical lines to cover all the zeros. So here we have drawn 4 lines. The condition is that the number of lines drawn should be equal to the size of the matrix, but here we don't. Here we can see that the number of lines drawn is 4 and the size of the matrix is 5. So what is size of the matrix? Size of the matrix is number of columns or number of rows. So here we have the square matrix, so it will be n itself. So in case it is not a square matrix, we need to consider the whichever is maximum. If rows is maximum, then n equals to rows, or else if columns is maximum, n equals to columns. So since here it is not the same, I mean the number of line drawn and the size of the matrix, we'll be going for step 3. In step 3 we have done these steps. Find the minimum element among the uncovered elements, which is 2. Then deduct the element from other uncovered elements. So remember this part, other uncovered elements, So we got the matrix, and we need to add that deducted elements to the H and V line intersections at the intersection. So here we need to do is at the intersection. So if this is the matrix, think that we have drawn a cross line like this and line like this. So at this point, whatever is there for that, we need to add this. So here we can see that we have added it. So and then here also same, we'll draw the lines vertical. This line covers 3. So even if you draw horizontal or vertical, we will be needing 4 lines. So let me draw like this only. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Here we can see that we have covered all of them, and we have 5 lines. So number of lines drawn is equals to the maximum size, matrix size. So we will be moving on to the step 4, not the step 3 again. So if the numbers are less than the matrix size, then we need to do the same process which is there in step 3a. So let us move to the step 4. In step 4 we have done the assignment. Here what we need to do is we need to find the row with the single 0. If we don't find the row with a single 0, then we need to find the column with a single 0. So when you find the column with a single 0, or when you find the row with a single 0, box that 0 and cross out all the other zeros in that column. If you find a single 0 in a column, box that 0 and strike out all the zeros in that row. So similarly, come to a point where you have crossed the number of zeros you have crossed is equals to the number of or size of the matrix, so that all the jobs are assigned to all the machines. So in this particular problem, they have asked us to just to do the assignment. So this is the end of the problem. So I have told that in the same video I will be going to explain the maximization type. So let us move on to the maximization type. If you have any doubts, please do put that in the comment box. So let us move to the maximization type. So in the maximization type, there is a slight difference. Other than that, all the other steps are similar to the minimization itself. So the main thing here is we will be converting the maximization type of table into a minimization of table, and then we will be following the same steps as that of the minimization. So let us see how we are going to convert the maximization into a minimization problem. So the problem is a company has 5 jobs. Here jobs means workpieces or materials, and then 5 machines A, B, C, D. The given matrix shows the return in rupees. So these are values in rupees for assigning a job to a machine. Assign a jobs to a machine so as to maximize the total return. So here this is the profit. So we need to increase the profit. So it is a maximization type of problem. So but we cannot solve the maximization type of problems directly by Hungarian method. So we need to follow step so that we can convert this maximization table into a minimization table. So how we are going to do? So the first step with what we need to do is find the maximum element in the entire table. Just look at this table, find the maximum element. So in this table, the maximum element which if you can see, it is 14. So let me write that 14. So now what we need to do is we need to subtract all the elements from this maximum element. So when we do that, we get this table. So table, here we can see that we have 5. If we deduct 5 from 14, so that is 14 minus 5, we have 9. So similarly 14 minus 11, we have 3. So similarly create this table. So we have 1. So this point is 14 minus 14 0. So we need to create this table. So this is nothing but the table which we are using, which you are performing the minimization operation. So let me name this table as minimization table. So once we get the minimization, then steps are same for as in the previous slides. Follow the step 1, do the row reduction, then in step 2, column reduction. Step 3 is hashing or H or V lines. N should be equals to small n. If not, go to, let me do it here. If not, go to step 3a. If passed, go to step 4. Here we'll be doing just follow this 3a, and then we'll go for the step 4. So this is same, so I will not be going to explain the same. You can try this on your own. So let us just summarize that thing here. Once the assignment is done, we get the table as below. So this is the table which we get after we complete the step 4. So you can refer this table if you have solved this problem on your own. So we can see here that we have already assigned it. So, and this is the assignment. So job V will go for machine C, W will go for E, X will go for D, Y will go for B, and Z will go for A. Once we have the assignment table, we now need to ignore our minimization table, and from now on we consider our maximization table from the question. So this is the main table which we had in the question. So just remember this table, not the table which we created in the minimization or which we used in the step 1 2 3 4. So we need to consider the table in the question. So now we can see that they have asked us to, in the question, if we see, they have asked us to find the total returns so as to maximize the total returns. So okay, they have not asked in the question, so let us just find the total returns. So the total return here is, if we assign the machine total maximum return. So why we are considering the previous, the question table is here, because in the minimization table we have altered it so that we can apply the Hungarian method, but that is not the actual return. So actual return will be in the question table only. So if we see that job V will go for C, so in V and C this is the return, and then W will go for E, so this is the return. X will go for D, this is the return, and Y will go for B, Z will go for A. So the maximum return will obtain by this assignment, and the maximum return is 50 rupees. So this is how we solve the problem. In the next video we'll be seeing a similar type but a slight different, so that is called traveling salesman problem. So there also we'll be using the Hungarian method till the last step just differs slightly. So what is that, we'll see in that video. If you like this video, please do subscribe to our channel, like this video, and we'll meet you in the traveling salesman video. Thank you for watching. See you guys in the next video.